All right, folks, I'm going to try this out. Something new today. I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of crossover. I'm going to throw this up on the old YouTube because why not? But I've had a long run in Universe mode for years where I went back to the start of WrestleMania 1 and I've been simulating literally a universe that stemmed organically from that starting point all the way through. I'm in 2000 now. This has gone over several iterations of the game itself. And I finally got around to getting me a capture card and thought, why not? So here's where we're going to go. I'm at WrestleMania 2000, and certain points kind of use Doctor Who logic. There's fixed points, things that have to happen. And there's a little bit of that here. The Montreal Screwjob was a fixed point. There's been others. I can't really think of them off the top of my head. The tournament at WrestleMania 4 was a fixed point. And now we're going to go ahead and take a look at, there is a fixed point here. But let's see what's happened. In short form, it's been kind of a crazy world. Triple H has not been the thing he's supposed to have been. And as a result, there was a vacuum. Another fixed point, there we are. The kidnapping and marriage of Stephanie McMahon Shamrock. Because although that's a fixed point, it didn't have to be Triple H. And what we've seen is a rise of Ken Shamrock. And Ken Shamrock is a multi-time world champion. Ken Shamrock is the biggest heel in the company. Ken Shamrock is the husband of Stephanie McMahon, which resulted in the return of Bret Hart from WCW and the Four Corners match that we'll see for the WWF Championship, a WWF Championship that Bret Hart won at, I think it was called No Way Out in February. It's been a while, but I'm trying to go this way. I won't do it maybe always this way. I might not do it very often this way, but I do this over at Post Wrestling on the forum boards. They've been listening to it or they've been reading, I suppose, text for, I don't know, a couple years now, and thought I might do this. So let's go ahead and start things off. I'm trying to sync it up with the video file I've edited right now. All right, so here we are. It is WrestleMania season. And here's a quick look. I've got the triangle ladder match, but you can see I have the tag champions of The Undertaker and The Big Show. And we'll come back to that. Eddie Guerrero, Magnum TA. We have a triple threat match with X-Pac, D'Lo Brown, and the champion Gangrel. We have a match between Kurt Angle and Test. And Test has been owning Kurt Angle in this feud. We've also got, there we are. We've got an 8-man hardcore battle royal that remains for the championship, currently held by Hardcore Holly. Owen Hart and a returning Goldust ahead of schedule from the Prime timeline. We have the Battle of the Chris's. Remember when there's only one problematic Chris? We got Benoit versus Jericho in a Legends Prove-It match, if you will. The Rock and Macho Man Randy Savage. And then the McMahon in every corner. Ken Shamrock, Kane, Bret Hart, Steve Austin. But this is the triangle ladder match. The tag teams are, Head Cheese and a team of Mankind and Grandmaster Sexay. And we can see how that's going along here. And this was a very, I was expecting an epic, but as you can see, Grandmaster Sexay knocks Big Show off of the top of the ladder. Big Show and Taker are tag team champions, two-time tag team champions at this point. But Sexay grabs the belts and brings them down, and there we go. Mankind and Grandmaster Sexay are tag team champions. Eddie Guerrero, Magnum TA in a battle of the of generations, if you will. We see Eddie Guerrero burning on a suicide dive to the outside, but then we see him going for it again, and this time he connects. So Magnum TA never got in a car accident in this timeline. Go check out a whole TEW series on that what happens. But in this timeline, he's with the WWF multi-time world champion as Guerrero with a flapjack and a cover for a 1 count. Guerrero picks him up. Razor's dead. Oh no, into a power bomb. So it's all Eddie. It's all Eddie early in this matchup. A battle generational styles. Eddie ascends to the top rope. Magnum with the rollover, and there's your 5-star frog splash. But a foot on the ropes, and we continue. Viva La Raza. Before Viva La Raza, there we are. Eddie goes up top again. Is he going for the frog splash one more time? He is going for the frog splash one more time. He hits it. He gets the 1. He gets the 2. And it's a kick out again. All Eddie in this matchup. Magnum, has he stayed on too long? Is he still relevant? Mid-Attitude Era as we get a fantastic apron DDT from Guerrero, who climbs the ropes one more time. Elbow drop comes up empty, though. Magnum TA takes control. What a maneuver. As a... It's been a couple days since that news dropped. I didn't realize I was going to hit. And then with the belly-to-belly suplex by Magnum TA, he gets the 1, the 2, and a kick out by Eddie. Magnum to the top. Eddie's outside. This is unusual placing, but he hits the knee from all the way up top. Gets Guerrero in the middle of the ring one more time for the belly-to-belly suplex. Hooks the leg. Gets the 1, the 2, and that's it. Magnum TA, please forgive the SummerSlam graphic. I do try to get the arenas as accurate as possible. But Magnum beats Guerrero. All right, triple threat time. Gangrel, the surprising Intercontinental Champion, up against D'Lo Brown and up against X-Pac. Hate the red ring gear, but I need a CAW spot. So I'll take the in-house X-Pac any day. I do mourn that we're about to hit WWE 2K24, and I'm gonna have to deal with bad CAWs again. They're not bad. They're not bad. These ones are okay. X-Pac over and the spinning heel kick, but D'Lo with the face buster. Gangrel in control. Calls to the crowd, hits the DDT, but D'Lo with the drop kick. The drop kick? Redundancy Department of Redundancy. Hello. 1 for D'Lo. 2, and he almost stole a pinfall from the Intercontinental Champion right there. X-Pac with the whip into the buckle. He kicks on Gangrel, but D'Lo from behind. He picks him up. He hits a powerbomb. Is this the lowdown? I forget. I wasn't watching back then. 1, 2, and a kick out. We got a slam by D'Lo. D'Lo heads all the way up top. X-Pac's on the outside, gesturing, but so is D'Lo as he hits. Is that the lowdown? That's probably the lowdown, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. Oh! Had me biting. I forgot my own. I've edited this and I forgot the ending. Jeez. X-Pac up top, going for the Hurricane Rana, but he gets low blowed by D'Lo, who face pies him down from the top rope. Gangrel goes for a senton. That's not successful. D'Lo instead picks him up. Oh, one of these has got to be a lowdown. He hits the 1, the 2, and we're done. D'Lo pins the champ to win the IC title. Still in his nation gear. Maybe I'll swap that when the game switches over. I'm not doing it now. Test and Kurt Angle. Test his own Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle has not had a good first year, but has a good moonsault there. He grabs a hold of Test. Bit of a takedown there. Looking strong, but he's going to the outside. That's not his game. That's not his game. He goes to dive and he hits the flying shoulder tackle. Back in the ring. Irish whip to the buckle. Follows up, but Test moves. The big Canadian laid in some limbs there. And a pump handle slam? Yes, that's a pump handle slam. He gets the cover. That's a rope break. Test with the whip and the big boot and the cover. He's owned him to this point. Is it academic? Oh, there's 3 eyes, and they all say, I gotta rethink this. As Kurt falls again to Team Canada WWE, Trish Stratus and Test. The hardcore 8-man challenge. Now, had to do this where it was an elimination bout. It just, I couldn't find a way for it to give me an accurate representation, but we're seconds in, and Farouk eliminates the Godfather. So there we are. Back in the ring, we've got Bob Holly, Alabama Slam to Taz. 1, 2, and a kick out. Everybody's on the outside now. And there's Bob Holly. Alabama Slam to Shane O'Mac. He'll be managing Kane in the main event. 1, 2, and it's a 3. That's Royal Rumble winner Kane. But then Bob Holly right back to Taz with another Alabama Slam. He drops the hardcore champ looking to retain. Can the ref get in to make a count? 1, 2. That's a 3. That's a 3. Perry Saturn with a diving take to the outside on Matt Hardy. Back in the ring, I forget who I'm supposed to be focusing on. Oh, it's there. There's a pinfall. I think it's Farouk. Is that Bob Holly? I think Farouk just eliminated Bob Holly on the outside. Meanwhile, on the inside, Perry Saturn covers Matt Hardy. And that was too extreme for him. He's gone. And it was Bob Holly. So we're down to Road Dogg. We're down to Perry Saturn. We're down to Farouk. Farouk with something that looks... Is that the Dominator? Again, I'm not... Attitude Era, not my strong point. 1, 2, and Farouk with a 3 count. It's the Road Dogg and Farouk. Farouk with a pile driver on the D-O-double-G on the outside. Farouk getting ready for something big here. The Road Dogg staggers to his feet. Oh, this is the Dominator. That's the Dominator. That's what that is. And a pinfall. 1, 2, 3. Ron Simmons, first world black heavyweight champion of the world in this sim as well as in real life. He did it a couple years sooner, actually, in this sim. Hardcore champion of a WWF. Goldust in a return match against Owen Hart. And early on, it's all the Rocket. We see there a seated chinlock, if you will. Oh, but Goldust escapes there. Goldust, the bizarre one, approaches but is victory rolled by Owen Hart. 1. Nope, that's all we've got. Owen picks him back up. Is that a vertical suplex? That's a nice looking vertical suplex from the Rocket. The pride of his parents' basement. Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Owen climbs up top. Goldust to the outside. The Rocket sees him rising up. The Rocket, failure to launch, failure to land. But it doesn't seem to affect him too much. Back in the ring, here's Owen. Oh, this time he hits the drop kick from up top. And he makes the cover. 1, 2, and it's a kick out. Owen's doing the step over. He's fighting him. Owen's got Goldust. He's got him in the sharpshooter. He's been there for a while. What's going to happen here? Oh, they really make this part of it too long. Is he going to put... Oh, he's going to fight out. He's going to fight out. Usually if they kick out, it's a bit sooner than that. On the outside, Goldust up with Owen and power bombs him. Oh, into the Barry barricade. If you know, you know. That's why. Owen with an elbow drop from up top. Gimmick infringement. And then steps through. If you're going to steal one man's finishing move, steal another. We got the sharpshooter. And this time Goldust taps out. Owen with a big win at WrestleMania 2000. All right. Now we've got a battle of the Canadian Chris's. Benoit versus Jericho. In real life, it was a triangle match with Kurt Angle. Now it's just one-on-one. Benoit with Jericho on the outside. Benoit, flying shoulder tackle. Back in the ring, swinging net breaker. And then, I guess a grazing suicide dive? I think you got to give Jericho the win on that one. Back in the ring, though, an overhead belly-to-belly suplex. Heads up top. Calling Harley Race. We're doing the headbutt. Shades of Harley Race. Shades of the Dynamite Kid. 1, 2. Jericho gets a shoulder up. Back in the ring. And Jericho in the crossface, but he gets a foot on the ropes ever so slightly. Benoit, unfazed, right back up top. Calling Dynamite Kid. No, he's beckoning for him to get up. What's occurring now? It's going to be, it's another shoulder tackle from the top rope. The cover, the 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's done. That's a 3. Benoit makes surprisingly quick work of Chris Jericho at WrestleMania. All right, this is a match. 2 men, both kind of held from the periphery of that main event. You could have made every argument The Rock should have been in that 4-way. And yet instead was challenged by a returning Randy Savage. A battle of generations. It's fast, it's furious. I've already missed the first 3 highlights setting up the match. But Rock with a Samoan drop outside the ring. And it's a 2. Back outside the ring still. Savage with, oh, what do you call that? Is that a fancy back breaker? Is that a shoulder breaker? What are we gonna call that? I don't know. But The Rock gets him up for a power bomb. Savage punches his way through. What's he got planned now? Oh, it's like a Bret Hart heart attack clothesline there. Savage still wearing his NWO colors. I'm sure there'll be a phone call from Eric Bischoff about intellectual property here. But he seems to have the match in control. Oh, falls count anywhere. Rock made a point of saying that when he left 6 years ago, it was last in a falls count anywhere match. But that's evolved, and the weapons are here. And we see Savage is the one who's got control of the bat and laying into. This is Attitude Era stuff. This hurts. But The Rock rebounds, hits that DDT. Savage is up, and it's another Samoan drop. He's spamming his own moveset. Picks him up, goes to the corner. Bit of a snake eye. Someone will have a problem with that. We got to cover, and it's a 1, 2. Savage with the shoulder up. What does The Rock have to do to put away the legend, Randy Savage? Another fixed point. Randy Savage, Ricky Steamboat, WrestleMania 3. What an Intercontinental Championship match that was. But here we are in 2000, and The Rock in the middle of the ring with a rock bottom. It's academic from here. 1, 2, and Savage kicks out on the outside. Oh, Savage, a bit of a spinning pile driver on the outside there in the corner. 1, 2, and that's a kick out from The Rock. Savage changes tactics here, gonna go for the sleeper hold win here. Shades of Roddy Piper, if you will. Roddy Piper still going strong in WCW. Is there a message being sent across the bow there? I don't know. But Rock escapes from it, approaches Savage, and he's right back in the sleeper hold. Rock is fading. Rock is fading. And Rock is still, jawbreaker. Savage reels. The Rock picks him up. It's a rock bottom. After 2 sleeper holds, a rock bottom. 1, 2. Let's be honest. They should have called it there. That's your go home spot. That's your go home spot. Rock plays to the crowd. He goes, and Savage with a victory roll. 1, 2. I need to push a button on my PlayStation. But regardless, Savage, vertical suplex. Oh, against the barricade. Oh, he takes it's a pull cue or a kendo stick. I guess a pull cue. 3 shots across the noggin of The Rock. Ooh, Rock with he's got the sledgehammer. But Savage fights back. A bit of a jumping, I don't know what that is. It's like a cross-bodies half cousin there. 1, 2. Rock kicks out. The Rock still on the outside. They love that corner. We've got a DDT, but Savage returns fire with a spinning pile driver in the same corner he hit it earlier. This is not a repeat. 1, 2. Look at all the Oh! Rock on the outside. Hits the rock bottom, surrounded by weapons, surrounded by carnage, surrounded by the glory of beating Randy Savage in the middle of the ring at WrestleMania. The Rock has just been made by Randy Savage. And then here we go. A McMahon who I forgot to digitally insert in every corner. Kane's got Shane O'Mac. Stephanie's with her husband, Ken Shamrock. Vince McMahon brings back Stone Cold Steve Austin, but Bret Hart is brought back to the WWF. Might have said E a couple times earlier. WWF by Linda McMahon. Surprisingly, the babyfaces team off and the heels team off. But early on, there we have it. We got a leg lariat of kinds by Ken Shamrock, but Bret is just giving it to Steve Austin with that steel chair over and over again. Back in the ring, Bret looking to land a move on Austin, and it's shades of Matt Hardy maybe, or Matt Hardy to come with a flying leg drop. 1, 2. Austin said all he would do is shake Bret Hart's hand. He's not here on some malevolent business from Mr. McMahon. Austin with the DDT. Austin with a spine buster to Bret. Here comes Shamrock with a table. Austin lays the elbow down on Kane. Austin with a bulldog on Shamrock. It's all Austin. Later on, Shamrock saw Magnum TA's match. Belly-to-belly suplex. 1, 2. Nope. Brett, though, steps through on the sharpshooter. He saw Brother Owen's match. We're checking this out here. Will Kane tap? Shamrock waits to see what's going to happen. What will the outcome be? And is he going to tap? Brett cinching it in. But no. Kane manages to wriggle through with that frame of his. Brett, Irish whips. Nope, that's nothing because it's Shamrock. Shamrock's got the ankle lock on Austin. Shamrock's got the ankle lock on Austin. Shamrock still got the ankle. Oh, Austin rolls through, boots him in the head, and Kane takes out Shamrock. Later in the match, we've got Austin covering Kane. We got Brett, pile driver, onto not an announce table, but a table. And Kane kicks out on Austin, but Brett covers Shamrock. 1, 2. And it's a kick out. Brett can't believe it. I can't believe it. The fans at Madison Square Garden, they can't believe it. Austin continues. We haven't left the same highlight though. We're just whipping each other with the pull cue. Why? Oh, that's why I've done this. Because we got a choke slam from Kane to Shamrock and the cover. 1, 2. And the Royal Rumble winner cannot put away the former WWF champion, Ken Shamrock. But Bret Hart steps over on Steve Austin, and Austin taps. Austin taps the one baby face, the lead baby face, remove the second baby face, and puts himself in a 1-on-2 disadvantage. Oh, Kane and Bret double suplex Shamrock outside the ring. Bret, suicide dive at Kane, and he hits nothing but air. Kane with Shamrock, big power slam on the outside. Bret, though, not to be overdone there, runs and follows up with a leg drop. Bret gets a bat on the outside, but Shamrock in the middle of the ring puts Kane into the ankle lock, and Kane taps. Kane taps, and we're left with the main event from last month's pay-per-view. At the end of it all, it's been Bret versus Shamrock. Deep down, it always should have ended Bret versus Shamrock. Bret's got the bat. He lays into Shamrock, but Shamrock with a belly-to-belly on Bret. Shamrock calls for something more. Should he have gone for the cover there? Shamrock. And it's an ankle lock. He gets the ankle lock back on Bret Hart, the world's most dangerous man, the excellence of execution. But Bret this time is able to show why he's got that moniker. He jumps up with a crucifix. Down goes Shamrock, but he kicks out. Oh, Bret. Bret was one of those guys. He could do hardcore. He was not a fish out of water when we went a bit more that era in 2000. And Bret with a small package. Shamrock had him. Bret kicks out. Oh, I'm losing my syntax here. Shamrock with a leg lock. Middle of the ring. 16,000 screaming fans. Bret screaming alongside. Not in excitement, in pain. But he punches his way out, holding his leg. Oh, reverse German suplex from Shamrock. But Bret manages to turn the tide. Bret manages to step over on Shamrock. Bret cinches it in. Bret is your WWF champion still. Bret retains in the main event at WrestleMania. Bret submitted Austin. Shamrock submitted Kane. Bret submitted Shamrock and is your WWF champion as we go off the air. What does this mean? Bret, in a time when the Attitude Era is supposed to be going, Bret is your world champion. In a time where WCW is supposed to be on its last legs, your WWF champion is Bret Hart. Your WCW champion is Hulk Hogan. We look like we're all ready for bear for the final year of the WWF WCW war. How does this set things up? And if WCW does indeed fold, what does this mean for the invasion angle with some of these other players in play? We're going to have to find out what that means. If you want to find out the whole run so far, head on over to Post Wrestling in the forum there. You can find out loads there. But if this goes all right, who knows? Maybe we'll come back with some more. I guess technically my name has been Ian. This is the Smart Mark Time Machine. We'll catch you next time.